So g'day fuckers. Basically just a fucking motorbike repair video. So this is Big Red. Got her a while ago. I did make one silly video on how to make it go a bit faster. Basically in Australia we have lands fucking licensing, which is like you can ride up to a 650 with a certain amount of horsepower or wattage, so that's a 400 obviously, and then you can go to like a 650. They changed it a few years ago, and then you go to your fucking open class license. So I brought this big girl because even riding around on that on the streets, when you go to do your tests, it's just not the fucking same. They put you on bikes like this and fuck. So anyway, instead of spending thousands of dollars on fucking tests, which weren't going nowhere, I decided to buy the big red no-no really. It's a CMF moto, it's a 650, it's a TK, it's a 2013 model. It used to have two cases here, 30 litres each. One there, one there. And as you can see, they're quite easy to unbolt. I think it looks better naked. And it had a seat fucking hood. Basically set up when I brought it, that had the Uber sticker on it. Yeah, so fucked up a bit. I've made videos before about leaving 95 Australian fuel in fucking stuff. Anyway, left this big girl out in the sun. It's gone fucking rotten. I've kind of got a few injuries. Then I fucking dropped it. Luckily, it's got nice 4 bars. Look at that. Didn't even touch it. Unfortunately, on the other side, the old stand did the fuck you trick and smash against the wall. That's alright. The biggest problem at the moment is the tank is rotten. If you don't know what rotten fuel smells like, if you know what good fuel smells like and it doesn't smell like that, then it's rotten. But this, you'll know rotten fuel. So yeah, anyway, I went this model basically because one, fucking, it's really the most highest kind of powered 650 on lambs you can get. Obviously, you got your fucking Yamahas, Kawasaki's, 500s, all that kind of stuff, blah blah blah. There, you know, 300s, 250s, fucking 500s, 600s. Sure, racing bike, great. But they don't test you on those fucking things. And to be honest, I don't want to be a fucking little fucking ninja guy. I'm a fairly big dude, so it's been dropped before I got it. So all up, this is the big girl that we'll be working on. And yeah, it's actually the fucking largest kind of kilowatt horsepower fucking 650 you can get on a land's license. So yeah, thought I'd just introduce Big Red to you. She's looking a bit average at the fucking moment. Yeah, we're gonna go through and fucking step by step with not videoing me fucking taking every fucking screw out and talking about it like the Americans love to do. Americans just love doing that shit, don't they? Fucking, oh, now I'm gonna take this screw out. Now you can see it's a goddamn screw, and look at that screw. Goddamn, look at that screw. Yeah, hopefully it's a little bit more informative than that. I'll also make a couple of the exact same for the rest of the world. I've had a few messages from people asking something in Spanish, which translate to, can you do one in Spanish or translate and fucking whatever. I say a few, but I feel like every YouTube person or any content creator has to fucking say that. Like, oh, I've had heaps of requests to do this video in fucking Spanish. I haven't. I've had one, and it wasn't even a request. It was just a random comment. Anywho, chuck these little suckers on. The old one's fucked out. They were cheap eBay ones, they looked the part, except for this one's now broken from dropping it. So yeah, anyway, hopefully I didn't just get my rego plate there, because some of you little fucking cunts from Armidale are probably going to come and try and steal it. What I do love about this bike is it's got fucking containers. One's lockable, and it's got a fucking USB charger. I mean, it's Chinese, It's got that F1 light. Apparently, yeah, that F1 light, I think it's just saying that look at you, you're riding your fucking CMF moto. Look, China gets a lot of fucking shit, but this is a 2013 model. It's fucking got a Japanese style fucking wet clutch in it. It's got fucking bits and pieces from Ducati. It's China. I'm not saying China steals stuff and builds their own equipment, but I'm just saying that China steals stuff and then builds their own equipment, and they've fucking pretty much copied a lot of good bikes here. There was rumours fucking a while ago that KTM took them over at one stage. I don't know how true that is. And now they're just made by the Hongshan of Hongshans, the same ones that built the little fucking thumpster over there, which I did a few mods on that, and that still goes hard. Really, they just built that for bogan Australians to get drunk and thrash on the beach. But yeah, we will go through step by step, and fuck me, rotten fuel tank. The fuel tank's full of mud. It's an injected bike. It's gonna be a fucking doozy. Also, I don't like having bikes that don't run, and I'm probably not moving the camera enough to make this more exciting. Who gives a fuck about that? But look at this. That's the difference. Look, China, Japan. I fucking love this big gal. So, I'm going way off track here, but I brought some tusk bags and some tusk panniers. Fucking, they don't fit the Australian model perfectly, but yeah, fucking can't be happier. I went the soft because I'm soft, and apparently there's no pill to make those bags harder. Just the only pill you got to swallow is another fucking $1,000 per case. And yeah, I'm not really into that pill. Fuck, I love this bike. Anyway, that's another thing. So, getting off track. So yeah, thanks for fucking following to the followers, and hopefully whoever comes across this, it's I don't know, fucking helps you out. That's all this channel's about, realistically. I'm fucking, as everyone is, struggling with some type of fucking mental issue, and making these vids kind of fucking keeps my mind off other shit, and at least if I'm pretending I'm making vids, my neighbours don't think I'm crazy, just talking to myself, which I'd say I'm talking to my dog, but I don't have one. Righto, Big Red, stage 1, motherfuckers. Enjoy. Righto, so first thing I have done has fucking cleared a bench. Look, everything I do is unbroke, and just make shit. This bench I think was a fucking Barbie, already had wheels on it. That was off some kind of barbecue. That was off the kitchen shelf. Bang, fucking some kind of bike rack, some kind of other bike rack from my kid and his mum that left. And now we've got a bench. So seats off. If you guys have still got your fucking stupid ass fucking pannier bags on the side, which you can see I've taken off, open up your pannier bag, and this latch will be fucking in the pannier bag spot, and you just unclip it. It's on your left side, so yeah, fucking clutch side, pop it. Mine's doesn't matter. So first off, take seat off. Bang. Next, I'm going to take the battery out. Battery, the negative off first. And still had that hooked up. This would be sparking like a motherfucker. You'd be freaking out. You'd be fucking having a cry. And then on Google, it'll be telling that you're gonna get cancer from the sparks. Anyway, you don't need to watch me screw that shit back in, because last time I took that long to unscrew, it's still screwing me. Now, I can't really do this one one hand, but there's nothing really else holding the fucking battery in, so that's good enough. Hopefully, good enough. Right, battery's out. Those cables are together. That's over there. Just needed 2 hands. Beautiful, good work. Seat will hold it in. Now, I use a Katana sports battery. Not that expensive, they're pretty fucking reliable. The old DR, for some reason, they just fucking drew the battery. A lot of the DR400Es, that's a 2018 model. Just if it's not started fucking once or twice every few months or a month or two, the battery drains. Seems to just be that bike. Got this from Battery World. Good mob, all franchise owned. So yeah, they can get good prices and start an account with them. They're all over the shop and they're all fucking pretty good people. Yeah, so that's the battery out. Righto, so now we've got whatever we did before. You're gonna see 2 bolts there, and you're gonna see 2 bolts there, and you're gonna go, fuck yeah, I'm gonna pull this tank off. Now, obviously I'm making this video for people that have never pulled road bikes apart. It's not like them where you can just undo a couple of things and fucking Bob's your auntie and fucking Frank's fucking your mum. So you're gonna have to just start by pulling off these side plastics. Now they're 8mm. These are 8mm. So they're 8mm, sorry. These plastic guns are 5mm. Don't worry about them ones. So only worry about these ones. They're 5mm. So in America, I'm thinking they're like fucking, in America, what would you say? 1/16 of a pickle. So 1/16 of a Big Mac pickle is the size for that. And you think, fuck yeah, that's gonna come off. It doesn't. You're still gonna pull this stuff off. Yeah, so that was a waste of time, that video. But anyway, at least we know a 5mm is a 1/16 of a pickle out of a Big Mac. So you've got one of them each side. So you just fucking bang them fuckers off. Like meow. I'm not gonna waste any more fucking time. I'll show you the next step. Okay, so you can do whatever you want. I don't give a fuck. Under here, there's 2 screws and little plastic plugs if you've still got them. Alright, I'm not saying this has to come off. And then underneath here is what we fucking all love. Plastic fucking screws. I usually just get a fucking pick straight under there. The only reason I do this is because it just gives you a little bit more play for this to come out. Now this one's a bit of a prick because it's got that in there. But then that's your first side cover off. First bit of joy. Same with the other side. I've already got this one halfway out. Yeah, just gives you that little bit of play. This one pops out quite easy. So you got rubber there, 1 bolt there, slips in there. Righto, so that's your side covers off. Keep everything so it makes fucking sense. Your human brain, regardless if you drink or don't drink or smoke or don't smoke or love doing what the fucking Greens Parliament does, is just punching meth all the time. Regardless of what you do, the human brain is the only thing that's gonna fuck you in the ass. So try and keep shit together, you know? Keep it neat. I don't care how you wanna fucking do it. Write a fucking essay if you want. As I say, don't give a fuck. You can try and rip it out if you want. They will pull out, but just more shit you're gonna snap. You're playing with plastic. The long way is the smart way, and the long way is usually the quickest and the easiest way. Obviously you can see I had a shot there, and I shouldn't have. Actually, that might even just fucking pop out. No, it won't, see? Just about to snap shit. Anyway, that's the next one. Righto, so these side guards can be an absolute prick. They're actually held in by these little clips that clip into there. Now you can either fuck the clips and just butcher it out, or you can do what I did, which was loosen that. Probably best to loosen these ones as well. It's only another screw, but I went the lazy way. It was already broken, and that's those 2 covers off. Then we start on these covers, because all this has to come off, and the reason it has to come off is because to get to the tank properly, all the fittings and all that kind of crap, it's just the fucking pain in the ass. So it's a few screws. obviously I've shown you the ones up there. You've got the 5mm slash fucking 16th of the fucking American pickle ones there, and all these screws. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Righto, so once you've found every cheeky little fucking hidden screw, you'll have your 3 fucking panels off like that. Look, grab a fucking torch and fucking have a squiz around. There's little shit fucking hidden everywhere. They're an old bike, who fucking knows? And also, do yourself a favor. You can buy boxes of this shit off eBay or fucking Amazon. I have no idea about those ones, but eBay, all different sizes, all different shapes, all different sizes, and yeah, they're just fucking handy as fuck, especially for this situation. I got the bike, half this shit was hanging off. Luckily I already had a pack already.
You'll be able to see live very, very soon. I know they're
brought,
the
so
they're also going to be
they're not that expensive, and I mean,
at the end of May, I cannot
good for your car,
to see you all there.
good for your bike,
happening in Bustleton, WA,
good for sticking up your ass if you really want to. So yes, here we are. We've finally got the covers off. As you can fucking see, can you see? The tank's still a bit of a cunt to get to. So still a little bit more, and the smell of rotting fuel is just fucking fabulous. So that's the guards off. Okay, so once you've undone those 2 bolts and the top 2, it was a little bit too much of a fucking cunt, really, to keep the tank on and show you. So you have this fitting. You'll be able to get enough leverage to get the tank up, right? If you've got a full tank, I just use the siphon hose. Do whatever you want, I don't really care. Yeah, so with this clip on the sides, they push in very simply, very easy. This is an important part on anything really. Mainly I'm gonna say on this bike, I'm no expert on these bikes, but you don't want to be fucking trying to find one of these clips. So push that in when it's still on the tank, push both side clips, and then pull off. That'll come off. Tank can give you a bit more space. You'll have your fuel gauge and possibly a fuel pump. I don't know what they're for. As I say, never really worked on one apart from servicing my own, which is this one. Japanese bikes is more my favorite, and dirt bikes. Right, so then you have like a breather, I'm guessing, and one will be an overflow or some type of pressure gauge, pressure back to tank or something like that, because these are an injected model. At the bottom of the tank, you'll see the gauge and the pump. Now, I fucked up, and I thought the fuel had gone rotten. As I said at the start of the video, but when I was siphoning it out with this, using the old mouth to fucking hose trick, the same way my mother used to feed us as kids, it wasn't that rotten. So I'm thinking it may be water. It may be full of water, hence the tank's so fucking rusty. Not that just a random thing. Pretty cool, comes with its own toolkit. Anyway, so I've put the rear one at the rear, put that over there with that, and the front one I've kept at the front. As I say, don't be impatient with this. And then that opens up to your airbox. So we'll take that off now. You've got a screw there, a screw there, a screw there, a screw there, a screw there. There's more screws in here than your mum had in the 80s. Then we'll be able to see the air filter and hopefully show you more. When you're pulling these tanks out too, you can see you'll have that off. Make sure the tank's up. You're still gonna have residual fuel in there. So you really wanna, you pull that off and you've got it facing you, facing downwards, you're gonna have a bad time. You're gonna have fucking balls that sting worse than that time that your mum gave me chlamydia, really. So yeah, and then obviously when you store it, fucking store it the same. No one wants chlamydia. Tell your mum to stop calling me and giving me chlamydia. I suppose I should stop falling for it, really. Righto, so I forgot from the last time I serviced it, there's some fuck you screws up the front too, so, and obviously that's your mass sensor, mass airflow sensor, I'm guessing possibly. Also, these two fucking wiring looms clip through there, just undo it. The laziest way is the longest way. Get a pair of pliers, fucking break it, do whatever you want. This one came out quite easy, it's been out a lot. It's an old model. And then hopefully, there you go. There's your throttle bodies, there's your intakes, and I don't really want to pull it out. Like my mum should have all those years ago. And there's your air filter, look at that. Still beautifully clean from my service. Not that I go off-road much with it. Okay, so that's it. As I say, fucking 1, 2, 3, 4 cunty screws. Absolute fucking Greens government screws. And there's your airbox. So you would have seen probably in the last section, if I section it out properly, there was 4 more screws to take off this section. So let's hope fucking Bob's your uncle and Fanny's your fucking aunt here, and there you go. We've got a fucking breather, crankcase breather. I don't know if you can see that. There you go, look at that shiny little hole. Not as shiny as your mum's was in the 80s. Right, so in a previous video, I did a stupid little short on how to make these have more throttle control. So see how far that opens. When you get these bikes, and until get your property license, they only open to there. So there's a little screw there. Well, it's a fucking Allen key. By the looks of it, it's about 1/8, 10th, 14th of a fucking pickle in America. That is a whole plate, and if you can see, that fucking hits that, so it stops it opening. When you pull this apart, that'll be down there, so your throttle will be there. So you got to do, I didn't go for taking it off completely, because I don't know, I just figured the motor hadn't probably been revved that much in its life, and I didn't want to start peeking its tits off and fucking hurt and shit. So I just spun it around, so I still get over 3/4 throttle. Goes really well, and it was a lot better option than buying a whole new fucking bike just to yeah, cruise around on. These spark plugs, push them, pull off, they pull out, beautiful. I recently put plugs in it. So yeah, let's see what we can do with these smelly carbies. They almost smell as bad as my mum's undies did back in the 80s when she was stripping for food. Also, one thing I wanted to add, so see how I've got neatly everything here. So this crankcase breather, when I first got this bike, this whole section, if I bring it under some kind of Illuminati fucking thing, it was full of oil. Not full, but enough. This bike does breathe. It's old. It's probably been fucking neglected. Like all the thing that fucks me off with any type of motorbike is it doesn't matter if it's made in fucking China or fucking Japan or fucking anywhere, from a lawnmower to a fucking little fucking thumbstar like that. Just put quality fucking oil in it, you know, and keep the air filters clean. So anyway, I'm guessing, you know, I mean, look at that. That fuel filter's as fucking old as some of the fucking cum rags I've got stuck to the floorboards under my bed. So it's gonna breathe. So one thing I have done in here, which I didn't show, is I've cleaned it out. I wanted to see how much oil it was breathing over time, but obviously it took a lot. It's taken quite a lot. Like, I've ridden it a few times, but then obviously I had the injury and blah fucking blah. So this has got nowhere to go, obviously, like you don't want oil spilling everywhere. But one thing I will be doing is I'll be running a fucking an air filter of such, an old one, which is pretty much the same material as the mesh on, if you've got any idea with bikes, of an air filter. Just something to kind of, I don't know, soak it up, give it a bit of a breathe, and go from there. So yeah, I just wanted to add that fucking tip, that just be aware that it does breathe, and being that the crankcase breather, it just goes straight up into here and kind of fills this up. It wasn't full. It wasn't as full as the Greens Party's fucking policy, because we all know they're fucking full of shit. But I mean, I don't know how, when it was checked last, the air filter was absolutely fucking filthy. Not as filthy as your mum was on the stripper pole back in the 80s, but I mean, the 80s was a fucking time just to get out there, wasn't it? You know, just get out there. Cocaine. Fuck yeah. Anyway, I just thought I'd give that fucking little bit of a tip. You're obviously gonna be wondering, like, when do I take the covers off? Look, I got it all ready to kind of show you a couple of things. I mean, right there's your oil filter, which you need to take the covers off. Right there is where you drain your oil, and right there is where you fucking look at your oil, and right there is where you fill your fucking oil. So even though I've kind of taken these covers off in vain for this particular fucking project, I figured, well, the longest way is the quickest way, and it was only a couple of fucking screws. It only took me a couple of minutes to take all that shit off, apart from those motherfuckers. Didn't need to probably take them off, but I'm going into territory where I'm gonna drop shit, and I already dropped a couple of these little fucking horse heads. Luckily, they made the magical sound of hitting the floor, which I was super happy about. Sorry, I'm just burping up some kind of disgusting cheese. Which is ironic, because I haven't had any cheese because I'm circumcised. So yeah, might as well just show you why the covers are off. But that's how simple these fuckers are to service. Just take those covers off and Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. Completely off track, as I normally do, as I normally am. Righto. And also that's your coolant. Just for another random fact. Yeah, don't worry about cable ties. They're tying and they're cabling. Yeah, eat a dick. Love your work. Righto, already recording. How fucking efficient's that? So yeah, there's your crankcase breather. I've decided to cover me shit. Anyway, they're the injectors, which I'm hoping aren't fucked. And down here, that little fucker, is a fuel filter. One of the... held in by a little rubber thing that just popped out before, and then I put it back in to fucking show you. And now the fucking thing won't come out because it's being a fucking... Anyway, stay patient when you're doing stuff like this, because you don't want to break anything. Alright, so there's the fuel filter. Also, there it goes onto there. I'm guessing that probably just done clips, but I'm not really keen to smell rotten fuel at the moment. That whole hose is fucked, so I might as well change that. It's becoming one of those fucking projects, isn't it? And then, yeah, figure out an alternative fucking pressurized fuel filter. I don't think I can run a plastic one in there. Maybe, possibly. Anyway, at least I found the injectors and covered the throttle bodies up. And that'll probably be it until your mum stops texting me. Really? Tell your mum to stop texting me. Just before I forget, one, try and keep all this shit in the best condition you can. That's shrink wrap, so it doesn't necessarily need to go back shrink wrapped. but just keep whatever parts you can. For those that don't know, so injection, not carby. Sorry, having a dart. Make sure you get pressurized injection rubber hose. So you go to your fucking, wherever the fuck you go to get your parts from, for a car or a bike, make sure it's got injection hose written on the side, like it will have written on the rubber for injection systems or for fucking low pressure system or whatever fuck. Just make sure this is injection. I'm guessing because it's got injectors. Yeah, that one doesn't fucking matter. It's just a fucking hose feeding the carby. Carby does the rest of the fucking work. This one holds pressure. Pump primes up. All this primes up that system. Waiting for you to fucking hit the red button. Fucking, well, that button. Start it up. And yeah, obviously fucking broom broom. Right, so make sure fucking, if you can be sure of to be sure, make sure that's a pressure hose. Don't know if it really matters about the fucking clamps. I'm gonna give it a go with some normal clamps. I don't really give a fuck. Blow a hole through my balls. It's not like I need them anymore. Anyway, just thought I'd add that in before I forget, and I might turn that torch off. Good work. Righto, so I've gone and got some new hose. I don't know, I've put it somewhere, I don't know. Whoa, settle down there, big girl. Yeah, just want to fucking go again. Injection, so make sure you get injection hose. Only comes in meters, which is a bit of a shame, so I was hunting down a filter. I actually got one genuine for 20 bucks, so that wasn't too bad. They said they had these clamps. They were just as cheap as the clamps I was gonna get, but then they said that they just use normal clamps, so I ended up just getting the clamps I was gonna use to start with. I didn't fucking take any notice of which hose went to where, but they're pretty different shape, so who gives a fuck. So yep, managed to get that off. Now with these little fuckers, if no one's ever done it, you just want to grab a pair of these and you just want to like cut there, yeah? Small cuts, and then eventually it'll just fucking end up like that. I just brutalized that one off because it wasn't important, but we don't want to break this little fucker. As I mentioned before, keep all this stuff, put it all back on, especially if it's in good condition. So yeah, as I said before, I thought I'd let the fuel go rotten, blah blah blah. I've blown out the fuel filter and it's just muddy water, so they're both crap, but at least it doesn't fucking stink like rotten fuel. One thing I am going to do now, before I worry about the fuel lines and putting it all back together, I'm going to take the plugs out, hook the battery back up, and fucking crank it over for a bit, just in case. I don't know, because, you know, I did try to start it. I don't know if water's in the cylinders. I don't know if it's going to make much difference, but if there's moisture in there, moisture in the tank, I've tried to start it, the injectors have shot moisture somewhere, which I'd say is in there. So as a safety precaution, I'll be pulling those fuckers out. Obviously taking the fucking plugs of spark out and then just fucking turning it over a few times. Probably wouldn't hurt it anyway. So yep, that's that part done, whichever part we're at. Righto, so as I say, I'm just going through step by step, just in case people don't know. So obviously you need to take all this airbox off, fuel tank off to get to these. Good lighting, but I'm sure you can see it. There's a clip, pull the clip off. Now keep these left and right, yeah? And then the coils themselves, with more great lighting, there'll be a bit of resistance, but then you just pull them out, and there's your coil. And then your spark plugs are down there. So, yeah, good on ya, love your work. Tell your mum to stop calling me. So, I've pulled the spark plugs out, and you can see that motherfucker is fairly white. So, I mean, white it's normally too lean, or running too rich, or it's running too hot, or it's water contamination. So, I mean, look at that. It's whiter than... it's just white. So, yeah, fucking definitely been burning water. Hopefully, I'm hoping the tank hasn't been fucking slowly gathering water in its little journey of fucking me in the ass. Not as bad as my ex-wife did through our divorce, but just when I went to start it that few times and it didn't start. Obviously the bike was fucking making weird noises when it went to start, so I didn't continue with it because it did sound pretty fucked. And then I smelt the fuel tank. Also, look, with your coils, fucking make sure you put them where they're not going to fall. You don't want to drop these cunts. If you're having misfires, if the bike is running like shit, obviously, yeah, check your plugs. But if there's any like lightning strikes along these, like you'll see like white lightning strikes, they're arc marks. So it can, I mean, it happens in cars quite a bit, but it can happen with any like a slip-in style coil like this. There is a quick trick you can fucking do when you do see them. It can happen on spark plugs as well, especially Hyundais, is tape them up. Tape up that section, and it will stop it arcing out on the side of the motor. And then temporary fix, depending on who you are. Fuck. Yeah, just yeah, so if your bike's running like shit, just check your coils. You don't have much fucking space in here, so you really need a magnet, or you're gonna need socket with one of those little fucking stupid rubber things that fall out the first time you use it. Basically, you put your socket in first, put your extension bar in, and then put your ratchet in, and then you undo it in that order and get a magnet down there. I mean, if it was a dirt bike or something, I'd say like, yeah, blow it all out before you fucking take the plug out, blah blah blah. But fuck, mate, these are that fucking sealed. You see me trying to get them out, so yeah, I'm not too fucking fussed about that, especially when everything smells like fucking water. I did have something else to fucking mention there, but now I can't fucking remember. Oh well, that's fucking the problem with too much fucking cocaine these days, isn't it? Anyhow, that's where we're at. Fucking, yeah. Check your coils, white spark plugs, burning water. We'll carry on to the next part. I'll fucking hook the battery back up and fucking kick her over a few times. See what the big red's gonna do. Big gorgeous girl. Slut guts. Righto, so got the battery back in, and I'm gonna use this fucking beautiful fucking torch. And then we're gonna fucking stand back and see what comes out. Sounds like well, fuck all came out, which is good. I'm happy with that. Yeah, maybe a pointless exercise, but better than being safe than sorry. Like using protection, always use protection. Look, at the end of the day, people, you got two choices in life. You know, in this economy, you can have children and a wife and be happy in that aspect, or you can just buy motorbikes. as many as you can. Just fill your life full of bikes. And then the only maintenance you have to pay is registration. Anyway, getting off track there. Not as off track as I love this big girl. She loves the fucking goat trails, just like your mum. Alright, love your work. Okay, so with the tank off, just so you know, it's almost as easy as picking up back in the 80s with a 8-ball. That's your fuel gauge, and that is your fuel pump. I'm going to start from the bottom. I was going to start from the cap, but there's still fuel in there, so I'm going to start from the bottom. This was a bit faulty, so I'll clean that up. So yeah, I'm guessing like 1/16 of a pickle of a Big Mac in US size, and probably, yeah, who fucking knows. So that's that part. Righto, so I've removed both of them. These were 10mm sockets, and they've also got keeper plates in them. So just doing back up, not super tight enough. Got that off, managed to get it off. Just be gentle, don't fuck shit up, because you don't want to have to pay for stuff you don't need to. So I've managed to save that gasket. Also, before I took the fuel pump out, as I drop all them everywhere, I marked where the outlet pole went. I'm going to put that fucker down because I'm going to lose all those screws. So then I've done it on the inside, fucking hopefully through the washing process it's still there. But, you know, just put a line there, so then you don't bolt it all back together and go, oh fuck, it's out that way and it should be this way. That's the fucking, yeah, that's the fuel gauge. So, and the tank is just a fucking bucket of rust, really. So, I don't know, because I'm broke as fuck. I don't really have money to be buying a new tank. They're about 400 bucks brand new. Where I live, there's not many of these fucking bikes really anywhere. So yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna fucking try and get all this rotten shit out, and then take that fucking lid off, and then, I don't know, see if I can get some of that stuff off. Fuck me. Look at that. It's like when your finger slips through the toilet paper. You know when you buy that shitty fucking, what's that fucking toilet paper with the dogs? Because that's going to make you buy more toilet paper, isn't it? Oh look, cute little dogs fucking running around the fucking house, destroying the house with like 18 rolls of fucking sorbent toilet paper. Oh, it's so soft with cute little fucking Labradors. Who would be happy with that in this day and age, with what the government's done with the whole fucking world? Who'd be happy with coming home and seeing a fucking little puppy? I mean, puppies are cute, yep, fair enough, but all your toilet paper's been destroyed because the puppy thought it was soft. Who comes up with these stupid fucking ads? Anyway, every time I've used that sorbent fucking toilet paper, it's so soft, that's what my finger looks like. Oh yeah, well that's all I've got to fucking say about the fucking time of day. It's gone from fucking, oh yeah, fucking optimistic to fucking, look at that, fuck me. That's just about as fucking, it's useful as the fucking government, and efficient. Well actually no, this works sometimes. This works sometimes, so it's done pretty good. And I need to, yeah, fuck off and pick up all these bowls. Look at this fucking fuel pump. I don't know if that's normal colour. The filter side doesn't look too bad, the pickup, but fuck knows what that is. Anyway, fucking degreaser, some acid, and maybe put some acid in the bike as well. Thanks for your time. Eat a dick. Tell your mum to stop calling me too. Fucking sick of walking out of the house looking like this all over me. Got some weird fetishes. Righto, so I did have a spare pump here. I knew it probably wouldn't work, but either way, a lot of these fuel senders in cars, and seems to be this bike, you can pull apart, and you do have the option just to replace the actual pump and keep the housing, a lot of cars. But yeah, so I thought I'd just have a look. Fucking, it's either too bright or not bright at all. That's just absolutely full of fucking mud, and it seems the screen is tripping out, or the screen on the pump seems to have saved fucking quite a lot. And I was like, mainly started doing this because I was like, fuck, like what am I getting myself into? Do I go any further? Like fucking, I have managed to wash a fair bit of the rust out of the tank. It's been quite forgiving. But yeah, there's just fucking clay in there. So then I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna check the filter. So I used a hacksaw, keep fucking mess down. There's mud on the inside. So that's going in. So from tank, which is, yeah, okay. Bit of mud. But coming out, obviously we've seen before, there was that fucking cloth that was full of the muddy water. But in the way of like rust and dirt in the actual filter, there's fucking nothing. Like absolutely fucking nothing. Nothing like compared to that or compared to that. So I mean, that strainer's done a fucking pretty good job of keeping the rust out. And then I thought, yeah, I'll grab the fuel gauge out as well. I still might give that a shot of fixing that because there's fuck all involved in those cunts, but they're 50 bucks. These are like 270. You know what I mean? It's getting there, but I'm gonna have to fucking bite the bullet. Maybe try and shop around. Try and find a fucking pump, I guess. But good news is yeah, that screen's caught fucking all that shit. Look at that shit. That's some serious fucking shit. Last time I seen that much shit, I had a dodgy curry and a fucking heap of laxatives the night before. Jesus Christ. Anyway, just thought I'd give you an update on fucking some shit that's getting worse. One of those things, isn't it? Just every time you pull something off, it gets worse. Except for when you're pulling yourself off, because if you pull yourself off and shoot into a shirt, or flick the bean or whatever you want to do, masturbate instead of fornicating with another human being, and then you've got a child. And children are cute, you know? They're just like dogs with the toilet paper. They're fun at the start. Actually, they're fun all the time. You've just got to be a parent. That's the gay part. 2020 gay, back when it was just, you know, a word gay like shit, not 2025 gay, because I do not, yeah, whatever you want to do with your life. But look at that. Fuck me, it looks like fucking rats have been in there, just fucking eating ass. I haven't eaten ass for a long time either. Anyway, yeah, so probably could have given you this information before, but anyway, we're this far. So it's got a million fucking bolts in it. Pretend this is the government, right? And like these are all benches that, who knows, they just go, oh, argy bargy, and fucking disagree on shit, and then set the government up to fail, so nothing works, and then they just get paid. Righto, so I undone all these fuckers. They're all tight, can't snap that one. Yeah, no worries, I've got an idea. I'm gonna shave that down. It's fucking damaged from there, like I said before. There's only fucking 3 bolts actually holding the cunt in. So it's the top 2, which would be, that's the back of the tank. Lifts that way. So it's literally those 2 and those 2. They're the only ones you need to undo. These other fucking 4 on the sides, they're just backbenchers, just wasting fucking money. They're the fucking Greens Parliament saying, oh, we're gonna make Woodside accountable. All of a sudden. Fucking Woodside's been around just as long as the Greens, and now they're like, oh yeah, fucking give us seats, fuck off you crackheads. Fucking green cunts. Anyway, just thought I'd share that. Too late anyway. So, taking the fucking filler jobby off, had a bit of a look, there's a bit of a repair. I don't think the water's coming from there, I think it's coming from there. Just a little heads up, like I say, I'm making this for people that maybe don't know. A lot of these were fucking tight. I'm using Black Magic from Fuchs, which is pretty good. That's back when I was a high roller. I'll tell you what, if you never want to get your life completely fucked, like mine's been for the last 3 years, don't ever make a fucking, like a deal with the snake. Like if you've got a good job, right, and there's this, you know they're a snake, but yet you're still kind of like, oh yeah, promotion or some fucking bullshit, or they're talking to you and they're trying to get dirt on people, don't go down that lane. Anyway, I've already snapped fucking one. I knew it was gonna snap, and then I was just thinking how fucked I hate working with snakes in the grass, and you know, everyone's gonna have that possibility. Don't be surprised if it all goes pear-shaped. Before you make that deal with the fucking snake of a company, and you know they're a snake, you're not going to go any further. Look at that, see? Bit of backwards and forwards. That's how they fuck you at work. Just, it's a government and work. They're just fucking you all the time. Oh, good job. Oh, you did a bad job. Oh, you didn't do this fucking pre-start fucking properly. All of a sudden you're in a fucking complete fucking mental meltdown. You got no fucking friends, no fucking money, no fuck all. And the company just gets away with it. But anyway, we're getting a bit off track there, but my point is, look after your mental health before any fucking job or any position you get to, and lube and wait. So if I had just waited for a little bit, I probably could have fucking got that out, but nah, I didn't. I didn't wait, and I fucking snapped it. But the way I see it, there's like what, 3, 6, 7. It's an odd number. It's unlucky anyway. And the way, like I've always said, 3 out of 4 ain't bad. So I mean, if you're putting a wheel back on and you've only got 3 wheel nuts, well, you've got fucking, you know, 3 more than none. So 3's better than fucking nothing. Anywho, just that little bit of advice. Mental health, lots of fucking lube. Let the lube fucking do its job. Be patient, backwards and forwards. Slowly getting fucked, or fucked hard and snapped. Yeah, so I will fucking give you a fucking update when I don't think that cunt's gonna come out. But yeah, look at that, bit of fucking hidden fucking stuff under there. I do like this stuff. I might go it again, but you know, I mean, fuck, who knows where the water's coming in from. Fuck me, mate. I mean, at the end of the day, you've seen that fucking fuel gauge, wherever that's gone. Fucking look at that. That's rustier than my fucking penis. Because with fucking mental breakdowns and issues, you don't get fucking erect penises anymore, or really the want to have to deal with trying to use your penis. And prostitutes are expensive. Like, why should I have to pay to use my penis? Like that price, you know? I get inflation. I didn't know Donald Trump was setting tariffs on fucking prostitutes. You know what I mean? It's just like, oh, you fucking use a prostitute in fucking America, you pay fucking extra 10%. Maybe he has, who knows? Anyway, fucking that's it. Look after yourselves. So once you've got that off, I should have put in the last one, before you go any further, open the cap, because yeah, the cap holds it in there, and you'll be breaking more shit. Not that I have broken anything, because this motherfucker doesn't want to come out. Oh, there you go, look at that. Fucking broken, you fucking ripper. Fuck you. Look at that. That was never coming off anyway. That's fucking... That's in there like fucking renewable energies. Never going away, apparently. Look at that. Fuck, that's a dirty old fuck nose now. I've gone from my fucking beautiful big red daily rider fucking small fix with a fuel fucking tank to fucking fuck me, fuck this, fuck that, fuck you. Anyway, thanks for your time. So, in the video before, obviously I showed that I snapped that. There was no way that was really coming out, I don't think. Well, possibly could have been. If you look at the fucking beautiful fix up there, before I brought it, it's quite dented in. If you look at this cap, and they don't fucking sell caps, cap assemblies that I can see. It's like fucking spring loaded. That's on that side. So I'm thinking it's been fucked up when they've dropped it and repaired it. Also, that's where I'm saying the water's coming in. You see all that rust coming in through there, because there would have been some type of fucking seal to stop water like just fucking, you know what I mean? Like fucking just coming in through here. And obviously, yeah, that's just rusted as fuck. So if you get in a situation like this, which you possibly will, you need a pair of these vice grips. I don't know what the Americans call them, don't really care. Alright, you gotta make it so it's pretty soft touch, because you don't want to squash the fucking bolt or whatever the fuck you're doing. Soft touch, and then just look at that. Obviously I loosened it a little bit to start with, but just stay patient. The easy way is normally the long way. So, and then we'll fucking grab this fucker out. Now it's coming out perfectly, see? I think like it's already been snapped. Like there's dirt there. See how it's dirty there but clean there? Obviously that's where I snapped it, but I don't know. I think going off the tank and the fucking rust that was never coming out. Look at that, beautiful clean thread. Don't you just love that shit? But dirt, I've wiped a lot away. So yeah, I'm gonna see what I can do to modify that. It really does fuck all except for hold that fucking cap in. So I'll probably nut and bolt that, but yeah, just a fucking lesson on how to use fucking good old fashioned vice grips. You can put them on your dick as well instead of buying those flash fucking dick rings. Just clamp those cunts on, boy. Fucking bang. Cock's hard for days.